my breathing. It's so nice, it's like a blanket on my life.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the 3-Minute Book Club, where we think about things we enjoy, things we have hobbies with, things we have an interest in, things our kids or family have an interest in, our neighbors, and our policy is, just read a book about it. This is the Ohio History Edition because we're from Ohio, okay? So this one will talk about as many as 4 books, and the first one is The Pioneers by David McCullough. This book was recently gifted to me by Gary and Kathy Reynolds. David McCullough is a noteworthy American history writer, and this one has to do with the founding, all the way back to the founding fathers, and after the Revolution, their expansion into the Ohio Territory. So the founding of Ohio and the story of the settlement of Marietta and how that spread out. And that is sort of the framework for these other books. The second one is Unlikely General, which was given to me by my dad, and it is the story of Anthony Wayne, who was part of a very controversial part of the Founding Fathers' work to settle Ohio and his conflicts with indigenous populations. My dad and then sort of me are from a town called Waynesburg that's named after Anthony Wayne, and so he's always had a sort of passing interest in that. And that book is called Unlikely General, and it dovetails in with The Pioneers because it mentions that, but it doesn't spend a whole lot of time on things like the Battle of Fallen Timbers or that sort of thing. The third book is called The Longest Raid, and this one jumps ahead in history. It does also dovetail with The Pioneers. This is another topic brought up in that book. This book was gifted to me by Clyde McGee, and is the story of the longest raid of the Civil War, Morgan's raiders who came up through Tennessee into Kentucky, into Indiana, and spent quite a bit of time in Ohio. It's the only Civil War battles that took place in Ohio. I have to be honest, this book is kind of tedious and kind of long. It's by Horwitz. The Unlikely General is by Mary Stockwell, by the way. This book is by a guy named Horwitz, and it's kind of tedious. But it was gifted to me by Pastor McGee, and it kind of dovetails with The Pioneers. The last one I'll mention that dovetails with The Pioneers pretty well is a book we've read as a congregation together, and that is Saddlebag Preacher by Pastor Luoma, one of my other predecessors at St. Stephen. So this is sort of the Ohio History Edition. If you know about a thing, if you're from a place, why not read some books about it?